My name is Jeff Martin. I'm a South Carolina workers' compensation lawyer with Grimes, Teish Anderson. I often get questions from injured individuals dealing with notifying their employer. If you've been injured on the job, it is critically important that you notify your employer and take certain steps so that you can pursue your workers' compensation benefits in South Carolina. Here are the two most common questions that I get regarding notice. First is, who do I need to notify of my work injury? Giving notice to your employer of your job accident is the first step in obtaining the medical or compensation benefits that you deserve. The employer representative that you give notice to should be one of your supervisors or managers rather than just a coworker. It's important that every accident on the job, regardless of how insignificant it may seem at that time, is reported to your employer immediately. Sometimes injuries that seem insignificant at first develop into serious injuries over time. Ideally, notice of the accident should be given in writing and should state specifically how you were injured and should request that your employer send you for medical care and treatment. It's very important that you ensure that an accident report is filled out, that it correctly states how you were injured, and that you get a copy of the accident report. Too often, claimants are denied the benefits that they deserve because their employer never documented the accident. Don't let this happen to you. The second question I get is, how long do I have to give notice of my work injury? Other than some exceptions, the rule is that you have 90 days from the date of the injury to report your on-the-job injury. Practically though, it's best to notify your employer as soon as possible after your work injury. The sooner you report the injury to your employer, get an accurate accident report filled out, and request medical care, the better. Workers' compensation laws are complex and rapidly changing. It's important that if you suffer an on-the-job injury that you contact lawyers that handle these claims and have experience in the area of workers' compensation. The South Carolina workers' compensation lawyers at Grimes, Teish Anderson are here to help you. If you've been injured on the job and you're concerned about whether you properly notified your employer of your accident, if you have questions about the workers' compensation process in South Carolina, or if you simply need to find out if you have a case, give us a call today. Initial injury consultations are free.